brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, to the real world with Elder George. I'm Elder George, and will share a message that will not only help you deal with the stress, tensions, and anxieties of living in Western society, but will also motivate you to help transform society from materially oriented to family supportive. There are three requisites for a happy, healthy, and harmonious human environment, and they are spiritual awareness, gender understanding, and family focus. Western society does not promote any of these requirements, yet they apply to all the issues facing us. They constitute what I call the real world, and you will hear me refer to them a lot. Today, I will discuss the increasing membership of children in gangs throughout America. An estimated 1.4 million children are active in U.S. gangs, compared to 1 million in 2009. That's a 40% increase. Gang members are a major source of crime in America. However, I feel the greatest negative effect on society is what happens to the gang members themselves. Let's look at what causes a child to become a gang member. What I am about to read to you came from a former gang member, so the grammar might not be very good, but the meaning is there. The following are his or her words. The reasons why children, young adults join gangs is they have lost a sense of family value. The love which should emanate from families are no longer bonding. Everyone to each his own, and that includes children. No longer are families sitting together at breakfast for supper tables to talk about life's agenda or sharing what happened in that day. We are being asked to defend ourselves in our walk in life. What happened to the father as the king of his castle, and the mother as the queen, for that is her domain? And to the children, it is their place of learning and a safe place to play. We do not see that. Family values have gone. Children are seeking safety in their own peer groups or older children, wanting to be accepted and loved. Love is the greatest need with these children, and they will find it in everything: drugs, alcohol, and sex. What happened in raising up the next generation with love, so that they will show their children the value of family and love? Sad but true. I know, 'cause I was one of them children of rejection. How sad that was, folks. Huh? Isn't that sad what I just read? Such a simple requirement. They want a home and the sense of belonging. Their parents didn't give it to them for a variety of reasons. This little statement from a former gang member describes the necessity of the three requisites that I mention on every recording: spiritual awareness, gender understanding, and family focus. If their parents had spiritual awareness, they would have been married. If they had gender understanding, they would have been married. If they had family focus, they would have been married. Most gang members come from unwed parents and or dysfunctional families. Men are taking the easy way out. They're shacking up instead of marrying. If things get difficult in the relationship, they can leave. There's no sense of commitment to the family, tribe, and race. We've become a nation of shack-uppers. Get accustomed to that term because I plan to use it a lot. We have male and female shack-uppers in our government and in European governments at the highest levels. The Western world does not promote marriage. It promotes self-indulgence and self-aggrandizement. Two characteristics that do not lead to the proper nurturing love and structured environment necessary for the development of children. The proper raising of children is an extended family affair. It takes more than a mother and father to effectively raise children. It takes grandparents, aunts, and uncles, or not having that, a community of similar ethnic and religious values. Children need to be raised in a sense of community with similar values. Instead, they are left alone. They have no close human presence or religious or ethnic values to identify with. They resort to drugs, alcohol, and sex as means of escape from their unwholesome and unnatural existence. They underperform in school and at work. They have difficulty in maintaining relationships. They are not prone to marry. And if they do, usually cannot maintain the relationship. We have the government, which is increasingly called upon to care for our children. We care for livestock, and they are not doing well. There is a quality necessary for the development of all life. It is called nurturing love, and it does not come from the government. It comes from women, ideally operating from the secure structure created by men and known as family. The family provides nurturing love and functional structure. It provides a sense of belonging and security. By not providing the nurturing love and functional structure, we are destroying our children and ourselves. The next time you hear about someone being mugged, chances are it was done by a gang member, or at least someone who came from a dysfunctional family. We need to change our value structure and fulfill our obligations to society. We need more families and fewer shack-uppers. Then we will have children who do not need the companionship offered by gangs. You can find additional information on this subject by going to my website at www.mensaction.net and tap the About Us tab, which contains the essay index. Please check under the letter E, and you will find the essay Elimination of Family, which expands on today's podcast. We got that? Elimination of the family. Thank you for tuning in to The Real World with Elder George. Please log on to my website, www.mensaction.net, which contains 170 essays and 46 videos, all relating to the real world. It also illustrates my 2 books, which contain more information on the subjects that we address. You can be a part of the effort to bring about change in our society. by sharing this message with your friends and by tuning in to my next video and or podcast. Working together, we will survive. Dear viewer and or listener, an important part of our message consists of an explanation of the principle of gender, which is elaborated on in my two books. My first book, Dear Brothers and Sisters, Gender and Its Responsibility, explains gender differences and the realization that they are manifestations of a universal principle. My second book, A Gender Handbook for Western Man, is not a handbook as such, but it does approach the gender issue on a more technical basis, which I felt would be more receptive to the Western mind. Both books can be obtained quickly from Amazon or Barnes and Noble. I hope that you will invest in both and increase your awareness and understanding of the principle of gender and its importance in your life. Thank you.